Immediately after the Guardians game, if tomorrow night's game in Chicago goes long, we'll be on right after. So that'll be tomorrow night. Guardians over the White Sox last night. That was the first of four there in Chicago. 6-3 was the final. They'll play them again tonight. It's 7:10 here on MMS and on the iHeartRadio app if you want to listen there. Speaking of Corey Roddick, he's on vacation all next week, which means that to me is the biggest bummer that no Corey Roddick at Buzzard Fest.
Oh.
Who embodies this radio station more than our own Corey Roddick? But he's going to be on vacation with his family, doing some traveling. And so no Corey Roddick at Buzzard Fest, which I guess we'll limp along otherwise, but we'll all be there. Mary will be there.
I'll be there.
I was talking to her before the show. I was thinking she was out of town. She'll be there. Poundcake will be there.
What band are you
for the Kaleidoscope Kid?
What band are you most excited for, Mary?
Oh, probably Incubus.
Are you just getting up in the middle of the show?
I was going to get lotion for my hands. I wasn't expecting you to throw it to me.
I thought you were going to get your chips.
Yeah, I do have a bag of chips right there. Yeah, I'm gonna.
You have a.
I got a little hand lotion.
Unprecedented that you would eat chips during the show.
I don't eat chips during the show when I'm in this studio. Okay. When I'm in a different state and you guys can't see what I'm doing, sometimes I'll eat chips. But I washed my hands in the break after I used the restroom and then got water all over myself everywhere. I don't know how. I'm 33.
Squirter.
Nope. So I needed some lotion for my hands.
Hold on. Had to finish my gummy worm.
What kind of chips?
They are the purple Doritos. Sweet, spicy sweet chili.
Oh, those are good.
They're very good.
You know
those are my favorite.
You know what's amazing, and I don't know. I just happened to see them on an end cap. Is Doritos dropped jalapeno pineapple?
Ooh, that does sound
They're
good.
really good. They're really good.
Yeah,
I think that's what they are. Jalapeno pineapple. They're probably some limited edition thing or something, but they were like on an end cap at Target, and I was like, yoink. Really good.
But yeah, I think I know of the bands playing, I know Incubus the most, and I might know two of their songs.
I'm most excited to see Bush. I mean, they're all great.
Yeah, Bush and Live are. Yeah. I've seen Incubus. I saw Live a long time ago, but Live's one of those bands that album, Throwing Copper. Was it Copper?
Yes.
Yeah.
Throwing Copper was the one that really blew them up.
That was
Mental Jewelry was their first one, but they really blew up from Throwing Copper. Well, and they were a band. They're from York, Pennsylvania. When I was on the air in Pittsburgh, my boss had come from a station in York. So he knew those guys really, really well. Live and Fuel, which was another band from Central PA, my boss at the time really kind of helped break those bands. So my first few years in Pittsburgh, we were constantly doing stuff with Live and Fuel. And you knew that Live was eventually going to break up because Eddie Kowalczyk, it can be a handful, but a very talented guy. And the current incarnation of Live is Ed Kowalczyk and some other guys, right? But because for a while it was like a thing like the other guys were in a band because there was a lot of infighting, but they had a different singer calling themselves Live, but then Ed Kowalczyk was calling it Live and there were like lawsuits and, so. But again, in any permutation of a band, you kind of want the front man in it. If you go, we got a different singer, Stone Temple Pilots, when they were having all those problems with Scott Weiland. And they had Chester Bennington in there for a while. Talk about rolling snake eyes. And then they had I think they have another guy now. Because the other guys are like, we want to keep this band going. But you want the front man. So Eddie Kowalczyk is fronting Live for Buzzard Fest. We saw the Incubus in the Bahamas years ago, and they got rained out by a monsoon.
I saw them at Blossom a few years ago. It was a good time.
They're all great bands.
It was a good time.
They're all dynamite. I'm not hip to Kaleidoscope Kid yet, so again, I like going to a show and
I also love
seeing
Wellesley
somebody
Arms.
I haven't seen. Wellesley Arms is great too.
They're very good.
So next Friday. But again, for people who have questions, go to victorylivefest.com, and there's an FAQ section there because people are like, can we bring a chair? And they've got all those answers there for you.
Mary, are you going to dress up like you did for Fall Out Boy?
Yeah, will you dress up slutty or no?
It's not. No.
It's a rock show. It's a rock
like
festival.
a rock and roll, Mary. Like
what's
I'll
rock
probably
and roll?
wear black then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't associate it with a look What do Incubus fans wear?
No, it's a rock show.
I feel like I should wear dirty jeans and a T-shirt.
I mean, I'm going to dress slutty.
What are you going to wear?
Oh, I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
Oh.
My limes. That's right. Just a T-shirt over my limes. No, listen, you know me. I'm a T-shirt and jeans guy.
Yeah.
So that's what it's going to be.
Honestly, I'll
I wanna
probably
wear
look
shorts.
exactly like I look right now, except I'll put makeup on my face.
Oh,
I have my
great.
buzzard shirt on.
Yeah, awesome.
I'll have a buzzard shirt on.
Yep.
Maybe
We're going to be
some
in
Nikes.
front of listeners and fans, and what she's trying to tell you, customers, is that she is going to change nothing to see you in person.
Why would
and
I?
have conversations with you.
Don't they want raw authenticality, Alan?
I don't know what they want, but I know that when we're in front of people, we're on, baby.
I'll put makeup on.
Uh-huh. Hey, I got money here for you. It's $1,000. Last handful of keywords for this round of the Buzzard Bookies. So make sure you got your ears peeled for all of them. Listen closely and good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard Bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Cash. That's cash. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
By the way, congratulations to our buddy Roy Wood Jr., who is doing 7 shows at the DC Improv this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, that's amazing. He's doing 4.
Yeah,
On
he's doing a
Saturday.
midnight show tomorrow night.
Yeah,
Good for
he's doing
him.
4 on Saturday.
Crazy.
So luckily, he's friends with our other friend, Josh Gondelman, who knows how to, get a little pep in his step because he likes cocaine. And he loves when people tweet. Josh Gondelman loves when people tweet at him about his cocaine addiction.
Now, what's the joke with that?
That he loves cocaine.
Was
It's
he a
that-
cocaine user?
No,
Oh.
he's the most non-cocaine person you've ever met.
Yeah, we've
So
had him in
it's-
here.
Yeah, so it's always just throwing that at him.
Why cocaine specifically?
It's the one. I don't know.
It's the one?
It's the one that.
How did that
yeah.
start? Is that something you started?
I didn't start it, but I love piling on.
Oh.
Big fan of piling on over here. But it's just something on Twitter where people, for a few years now, I think it started during the pandemic when everybody was on Twitter a lot, being bored, and he'd be up late and be like, "Oh, Josh must be on cocaine." So yeah, Josh Gondelman loves cocaine.
I didn't realize, speaking of multiple shows, I didn't realize how many shows Tina Fey and Amy Poehler were doing here in Cleveland.
Are they doing 2?
They're doing 4
they're doing
shows
4,
at Playhouse
okay.
Square, yeah.
See, they could have just done that at Romo Fijo.
Well, but you never know. That's the thing. It's probably better to just add shows because you don't want to undersell. You don't want to
Right.
you don't know. You
Well,
know,
that's-
Roy Wood could be doing two shows at a theater in D.C. instead of 7 shows at the Improv. But Tina Fey and Amy Poehler are doing 4 shows mid-September at Playhouse Square. And so, because I've had people go, are you giving away Tina Fey and Amy Poehler tickets? I think I gave away some before they went on sale, but I don't know. It's the 21st through the 23rd at Playhouse Square. Tina Fey, by the way, name's getting floated to replace Lorne Michaels at SNL.
Ooh.
I don't know if her people leaked that or what it is, but, they're coming up on their 50th season. And it would probably stand to reason that Lorne Michaels might tip the F out the door at that point. You got nothing else to prove. You have fewer and fewer people paying attention to the show.
I had a dream that I was opening for Colin Jost, and we were doing this show, and they didn't want to pay us, so me and Jost...
They didn't want to pay either of you.
Right.
Right.
So me and Jost had to throw down. Like, we fought our way... They're like, we're not paying you, and we're not going to let you leave. I'm like, usually if they're not paying
Wait,
you...
what?
they'll
This is
let
like
you-
Green Room, the movie, or...
I guess. It was... I've never even seen that movie, but it was just a really... Because I've never met Colin Jost, but I never really had a chance to open for... But it was just really funny that was what my dream was, is me and Colin Jost being like, we're going to get paid, and we're going to kick ass until we do. And we did.
So you were physically fighting people in this dream to get paid.
Yeah.
How did it end? You woke up or you
I
got
think
paid?
we turned into pink elephants or something.
Oh, man, what a cliffhanger.
I think we got out. I don't think we got paid.
You didn't sail off on the
Yeah.
Staten Island ferry?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Lorne Michaels has always said that he never wants to retire, but they've kind of been breadcrumbing it over the past couple of seasons. He's like, well, maybe once the 50th happens, and then they talk about Tina Fey taking over. Tina Fey is in the new Agatha Christie movie, by the way. She's taking a dramatic turn.
What is it?
It's, God, what is it? Kenneth Branagh, right? He plays that character in, not Hercule Poirot. It's one of the other ones. I don't think it's one of those movies. But I just saw the trailer for it, and it's a dramatic role, and she's playing it. It is
I can't find
A
it.
Haunting in Venice.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an it's based on Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. So it's Kenneth Branagh playing Hercule Poirot, and she's in it. You know, because they keep doing these movies because I guess they do well.
Well, her books are awesome.
Right, but I mean, they've every couple of decades they'll make like an Agatha Christie movie, and people will go, yeah, it's okay. There's a certain audience for that. But they've done 2 or 3 of these in a row. I think Glass Onion probably helped that. People like the old-timey figure-em-outs.
Mm-hmm.
They're fun.
And so they keep making these Agatha Christie movies with Kenneth Branagh.
This one is very derivative of a Tracy Jordan property called Werewolf Bar Mitzvah.
You think so?
Yeah.
You're drawing a line between A Haunting in Venice and
Well, the
Werewolf
Halloween
Bar
Party,
Mitzvah.
yeah.
Right. Boys becoming men, men becoming wolves. Yeah, I do remember that. Spooky, scary. Werewolf Bar Mitzvah. Well, listen. Yeah.
Boys becoming men, men becoming wolves.
Oh, come on. Wanted more than that. Where's the whole song? Oh, there it is. Full song. Werewolf Bar Mitzvah. Bar Mitzvah. Not even Bar Mitzvah. To the best of my knowledge,
I love that show.
he was not asked to be in A Haunting in Venice.
Yet.
But it's Tina Fey, Jamie Dornan, if you know who he is.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was the hot dude in 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh.
Right?
Graham was talking about some show that he was on.
How is
that
Grandma?
She's good.
Oh,
She's
good.
We had
Okay.
dinner on Monday.
Yep.
She's
She's talking about Jamie Dornan in one of those Irish shows.
Yeah, she's on. She's talking about some. What she loves all the murder shows,
Sure.
but she likes them to be like English or Irish or European of some sort. She can't stand to listen to Americans talk.
I understand.
It's like her.
She's English.
Yeah,
She wants to watch all
she
of her.
lived there till she was 3. She's American. She just.
No, I understand, but I mean those are her roots, though.
I
mean,
know.
she's
It reminds her of her dad.
Yeah.
Is what it comes down to.
she's got her BritBox and Acorn subscriptions.
Exactly.
Probably watching.
She watches the BBC News, British broadcast channel news.
Hey, I
perverts.
listen to the BBC on the radio. I like it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, why not? Now that Jamie Dornan before 50 Shades of Grey, he did a TV show years ago that was real good with Gillian Anderson called The Fall. And I think that was on Irish television or something, but they put it on Netflix and it was real good.
I wanted Jax Teller to be the 50 Shades of Grey.
Charlie Hunnam?
Yes.
Jax Teller.
It was like the right time because Sons of Anarchy had ended right before that show came out, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I didn't finish the show before I found out how it ended, but
Well, you waited 93 years to do that. So
that's no one's fault but my own.
yeah, it ended in December of 2014, and then that the first 50 Shades came out in 2015.
Did you ever see The Gentleman, the Guy Ritchie movie with Charlie Hunnam in it?
No,
That's pretty good. You'd like that. That's kind of a figure him out.
He's so hot.
Is he?
Charlie Hunnam, yes.
All right.
Look at him. Yeah,
All right.
he's so hot.
All right.
He was also an Undeclared.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
And queer as folk.
What is he?
And
British?
Pacific Rim. Remember that? Idris Elba?
Yeah.
I remember when he auditioned for that and he got it. He said, "I got the Pacific Rim job."
Ah.
Hey.
That can mean 2 things.
That can mean 2 things. It sure can. Never forget that. Yeah, all right. Well, there you go. Our long national nightmare is over, by the way, for people who have asked, now that Kylie Jenner has finally admitted to plastic surgery. I don't know who she thought she was fooling, I guess, but I guess you
Only
have to.
after $1 billion.
Yeah. Well, but the thing that sucks too is if you keep your mouth shut about plastic surgery, that's one thing. But when you tell people that you didn't do it, they're like, bro, were you talking to me like I'm 5? Like, we've seen the photos of you from when you were a teenager, and then a year later, you look completely different. So what are you talking? No, I didn't. And then they come out. You know, I guess you have to withhold something.
I mean, she looks, hot, aesthetically pleasing. I've seen her in every airport that I've traveled to. There's always like a Kylie Jenner lip kit, like vending machine.
No, God bless her.
I always think about, I'm like, who are these people who just, I need a lip kit as an emergency? Like,
because things get lost at the airport.
People forget things.
Yeah, they forget.
And they're like, it cost you a cool $90 at a vending
Okay.
machine.
Yeah, people are dumb.
This says the only thing she admitted to was a breast augmentation.
Right.
Not anything else. So
right.
she's not saying
But
I've
she
had my
did-
lips done, I've had my face done. All she said was I had my breast augmented.
Right. But after years of saying, no, I didn't. I have naturally awesome breasts. I mean, Google Kylie Jenner teenager, and you're like, wow. So even the breasts, right?
But how long before she probably would never admit to that?
I don't
messing
know.
with her face?
I don't know. It would just be weird to have people hit you up and go, look, it's cool. This isn't even a controversial thing anymore. I think part of the controversial part is when they were like, oh, she was 18 or she was 19.
It's an adult. You can do whatever you want.
That's right.
I still feel like that's too young to have a boob job.
It's your body, man.
Well, apparently she thinks so too.
When do girls, I know guys still go through puberty. I don't know who, but some people still go through puberty at 21 or 25 or whatever. But when do girls, when are they done developing?
Done?
Yeah,
Done?
They're
They usually
done
start
within like a year after it starts.
Really?
Well,
That's
girls
why-
start a lot earlier, though,
Well,
too.
but that's why there's in all the teen movies from the 90s, a girl gets hot over the summer because she hit puberty. She got her period, she got her boobs. It all happens pretty quickly. I'd say within a year of getting your period, your body changes to what it's going to be.
It took
Plus,
me...
with all the hormones and the milk and the chicken and everything else, you got girls in the 2nd grade getting boobs.
Well, my around the corner neighbor, Jenny, she got her period when she was 9. So she had full B cup boobs in 5th grade.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, what? She was the only kid in school with boobs.
Yeah.
I feel like it took me 2 years just to get armpit hair.
It took
Yeah.
you 2
Mine-
full years to get armpit hair?
My process was slow.
I feel okay. I won't speak for all women, but from the
Do it.
people I've talked to, I feel like it happens pretty quickly. You'll start to get pubic hair usually first. You usually get pubic hair and start to stink and get armpit hair around the same time,
Oh,
and
yes, I
then
do.
your period is pretty quick after that, and then the period and boobs usually go together.
I thought, okay, again, I'm ignorant because I don't know how this process works with girls, but I thought girls have their period like a guy has a wet dream. That's what kickstart your puberty.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You can get.
I don't think that's how it works for guys either.
Yeah, guys have their wet dream, and then all of a sudden,
That's
you're
not
a man.
kickstarting your puberty.
And then everything just starts to happen.
No.
Yeah, that's not how.
There's signs
He's
that
a man and he doesn't even know how male puberty begins.
No, he's
Yeah.
very dumb.
I feel like starting to stink, starting to have body odor, and having body hair is the beginning of puberty.
Your
Having,
secondary sex characteristics
Yeah.
all kick in, and that's part of
I
it.
never ever wanted to be a man. I wanted to be a pretty lady.
My 11-year-old niece is starting to stink. And we're like, dude, you got to wear deodorant, man. You're in 6th grade. This is kind of the time when it starts happening. She's all embarrassed about it. I know it's bad. I'm like, dude, you stink. You just put on deodorant and wash your armpits. You won't stink anymore.
I do remember the first time I was like, what the hell is that smell?
I thought it was tacos for lunch when I first
Oh,
smelled myself. I was
God.
at school. I was at school and I was like, they must be
Tacos
making
for
tacos, but it
lunch.
wasn't me.
We had
Jesus, what were you doing?
Well, I had just had gym class.
After
And
gym class.
literally
Oh, I
the
see.
class after gym class, I was sitting smelling. I was like, man, it must be taco day, but taco day is normally Tuesday. And then I smelled down. I was like, oh my God, I smell like tacos.
They're like, Miss Santora, would you stop smelling your armpits, please?
That was 6th grade. Sorry, Bill. Go ahead.
Same thing. I also thought it was tacos.
Did you
But
really?
No.
Oh.
Talking about how you
No, he thought it was pad thai.
No, I didn't even know what pad thai was. I was in the basement and I was just down there. I had a little basketball hoop
Mhm.
that I mounted to the ceiling. I'd just play basketball in the basement and dunk on it and stuff. And I got all sweaty and it's like, whew, that was fun. That was a good time. But what is that smell? And we had a well. So sometimes the well would the well water
Stink
would
like a well,
stink,
yeah.
or the septic tank would get backed up and that smell. But I was like, it wasn't any of those things. And I walked upstairs, and my mom's like, huh. And I was like, what? And she's like, you stink. Go take a shower. I was like, okay.
Oh, it's me, huh?
Yeah. I'm like, you're going to need to get me some deodorant. And so, yeah.
Well, apparently Little Poundcake was firing off loads, so that's how he
That's
figured
how
out
it
was
starts.
That's how it started. So.
Shut up, Poundcake.
And mine
Yeah.
still has.
But I
a
remember
full
like
belt.
checking every day to be like, is there an armpit hair? Is there an armpit hair? Finally, when I was like 15, there was armpit hairs.
One showed up.
Yeah.
I don't remember getting armpit hair. I remember getting pubic hair because we were like still really hardcore Pentecostal, so we weren't allowed to shave our legs. Our mom put an arbitrary age of 13 on being able to shave our legs. But
What the hell does leg hair have to do with being Pentecostal?
You're supposed to be pure and just let your body be what it is, and you're not supposed to do anything to it. So women aren't supposed to cut their hair or pierce their ears.
Are you not supposed to shower?
No, you're not supposed. But I'm saying you're not supposed to you're not supposed to pierce your nose. You're not supposed to cut your hair. You're not supposed to shave your legs or armpit. Like you're not supposed to do any of that. I don't know. Whatever.
Oof.
So the rule was no shaving till you're 13, but I got pubic hair when I was like 11 or 12, so I was shaving my pubic hair before I was shaving my legs because my mom couldn't see it.
But again, 13 is such an arbitrary thing, so it's like they know it's all made up if they give you 13.
That wasn't from the church. This was my mom's rule.
I know, but why 13?
I don't know. Same age. She said 13 we could shave our legs and get our ears pierced if we wanted to.
The legs match the